Things you need to know about Xbox Series X. Without further ado, let's get into our today's video. First, let's see the basic details on the Xbox Series X that you should know for sure. Xbox is a gaming title that is given by Microsoft for its gaming console, and Xbox Series X is the latest console that is yet to be released in the upcoming months. Microsoft has faced many hardships trying to give gamers the ultimate gaming experience by competing with its nemesis company, Sony. Microsoft is not only going to be releasing Xbox Series X, but as well as Xbox Series S, just like Sony is introducing the PS5 and PS5 Digital Edition. Microsoft has given Xbox Series X and has a complete power to process all of its gaming titles seamlessly. And the Xbox gamers are eagerly waiting to see Xbox Series X win over the next gen PS5. To know more about the Xbox Series X, let's hop into the next title. Now, let's see the Xbox Series X specs. The Xbox Series X enters a scene that looks very different than its predecessor, the Xbox One X, arrived 3 years ago. Though technically it's competing with other living room game consoles, notably it's lagging the Series S and the upcoming Sony PS5. Now, coming to the specs of the Xbox Series X, console is based around AMD's current generation Zen 2 processor architecture plus a graphics processor using AMD's forthcoming RDNA 2 micro architecture. So presumably built on the Navy 7nm process. The system CPU is an 8-core custom Zen 2 processor running at 3.8 GHz. Its GPU is a custom RDNA 2 processor at 1.825 GHz with 52 CUs that will create 12 teraflops. This puts Microsoft's new console among some of the higher-end gaming PCs. Other hardware includes 16GB of GDDR6 RAM, a 1TB solid-state drive, and HDMI 2.1 connection carried over from the previous model, and an optic drive for game discs. In combination, these all will allow the Xbox to drive higher frame rate, 4K resolution at 120 frames per second, with variable refresh support when connected to TV or monitor with an HDMI 2.1 connection. With saying that, now let's move on to the next most important thing, the Xbox Series X price. We now know the Xbox Series X price after months of speculation, and it's not as expensive as many of us had feared. Especially, you will be able to pick up the console for $499 in the US and £449 in the UK and $749 in the Australia. Well, in theory, the Xbox Series X pre-orders are open right now and stock is selling out fast. That means you will need to keep checking in with retailers to see if more next-gen consoles are available. So now, let's see the game exclusives of Xbox Series X. Microsoft Xbox Series X game is set to launch at end of the year, so it's time to take a look at which Xbox Series X games to expect at launch and beyond. So far, we have seen the console's design, being given a breakdown of the specs, and the Xbox Series X is shaping up to be a very impressive console from Microsoft, and one that so far beats the PS5 on pure specs alone, other than SSD performance. Now, let's hear the game titles of Xbox Series X. First up is Halo Infinite, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Fable 4, Maiden NFL 21, State of Decay 3, Forza Motorsport, Yakuza Like a Dragon, Dirt 5, Stalker 2, Hitman 3, Chorus, Scorn, Cyberpunk 2077, Senua Saga, Hellblade 2, Watch Dogs Legion, and much more of interesting Xbox game titles waiting ahead. So with that, let's move into the latest upgrade. Microsoft's new exclusive purchase, Bethesda Studios. Under this title, let's see why did Microsoft buy Bethesda Studios and what benefits does Microsoft have. Microsoft to buy Bethesda for $7.5 billion to boost Xbox. Microsoft Corporation said Monday it plans to acquire ZeniMax Media Inc., owner of the storied video game publisher Bethesda Softworks, for $7.5 billion in cash, marking its biggest video game purchase ever. Bethesda is the publisher of games like Elder Scrolls, Doom, and Fallout, and also had at least 2 titles slated for debut next year. ZeniMax, based in Rockwell, Maryland, owns several other studios across the globe, giving Microsoft Xbox business a much needed infusion of titles and game developers. It's one of the biggest privately held game companies with 2,300 employees worldwide, Microsoft said. The latest in the Elder Scrolls series has sold more than 20 million copies, making it one of the top selling games of all time. Now, let's hear when is Xbox Series X coming out. Microsoft has said that their ultimate gaming console will be out on November 10, 2020. That's right, next month. Same day as the lowest spec Xbox Series S. Pre-order for Xbox Series X are now underway, so think before you pre-order and let me know in the comment section which console will you be buying. So that's all for today's video. Stay tuned for the next video. Like, share, subscribe and turn on the post notification so you get notified every single time I upload a video. See you until next time.